Well, hello again, everybody. Doug Smith with you here. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of today's feature game. It's going to be Utica 3 versus Utica 2, Team Hames versus Team Sewell. I'm going to step away. We see the cameras. They're positioned on sheet number 4 for you for this afternoon's contest. So I will be back. You won't miss a thing. I'll be back in about 5 to 6 minutes. So sit back and enjoy live curling here from the Utica Curling Club.
That's where the handle came up. Up, wait! Whoa! Go down.
So the last draw coming up in the first end here, and we overhear on the mic, Dave just needs the cold button here is what he's saying. Looks like Team Hames is sitting 2, possibly 3. Last rock for Dave Craig Nolan here in end number 1. Crucial rock here. All right, that's going to be just a steal of 1 for Team Hames after the first end. Trying to get the online draw board up to date, so a little patience, bear with me. And we'll have these introduce you to the games going on all the other sheets this afternoon. The other A quarterfinal game going on sheet number 2, Schenectady 3 versus, I need to learn how to pronounce the team name. I'm not sure. Penetanguishene. Again, we'll keep you updated on that. We do have a webcam here today, so we'll try to get some live look-ins on that game. And again, just starting our coverage. We'll be here until the conclusion of play this evening. Again, the A semifinals coming up at 8 o'clock this evening. And, of course, the finals will be live again here at 11:30 tomorrow morning. And we have a live online draw board on our website right on the home page. So all the teams, the rosters, everybody listed there. So feel free to pop over there. Again, I'm in the process of updating it. Shouldn't take me much longer. And we'll leave you on this view for just a few minutes while we get sorted out here, folks. Glad you're joining us this afternoon. An A quarterfinal game. Two of those to our game. Utica won. Team Knapp already advancing earlier today, and West Naven / Team Utica advancing as well to the semifinals this evening. And hello to our #1 fan out there in the chat room. Burgle Bunny, so glad you're joining us today. Thanks for the comment. So you see Schenectady 3 on the board first. Just started the second end there. 1-0. Schenectady 3.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. John Jacon joining Doug Smith here at the Utica Curling Club, our A quarterfinal event. Broadcasting on sheet number 4 this afternoon. The Mitchell Bonspiel here at the Utica Curling Club. Doug's probably already told you that our line of sight is not directly behind sheet number 4. We're actually sitting behind sheet number 3, which is our championship sheet here at the Utica Curling Club. So our sight line will have to depend on the camera views the same as you get. We might miss a couple of line calls here as we look at it from off to the side. Our featured game this afternoon, Team Utica 3 versus Team Utica 2. Jason Bryan now in the hack, getting ready to deliver. Calls for a takeout. Sweepers are on. Hames says go. Line looks good. They're definitely going to make contact. Are they going to get the roll they want? Just makes contact with the guard at the top of the house. And again, my line of sight here from behind the sheet, I'll have to pay more attention to cameras than looking behind here. So result of the shot is that shooter rolls over and now is shot rock, and Bill Sewell asks Gary White, now stepping into the hack, to remove that stone, looking for the hit and stay to lay 2. Sweepers are on, looking for the hit and stay. Probably wouldn't mind rolling a little bit off away to take play away, to take away any kind of double here. Just a slight roll back to the center, and Matt Hames calls for the hit from Mike Kessler, playing third for the team. So Dr. Kessler going to be asked to hit and just flop a little bit to the outside. Or if the rock curls, they'll take the shooter over to try and influence play over towards second stone, just outside the 8-foot, but behind the tee line. Line's good. They're going to make hit just over nose a little bit, just the slightest bit of roll back to center, and that rock is now laying pretty much squarely on the center line. So first skip stones here in our second end. Doug, was that a take or a steal in the first end for Utica 2? It was a steal of 1. So Bill Sewell now with the easy weight takeout. Wants to make sure that they control the shooter and keep that in play. Important to lay 2 here. Curling back nicely to center. That rock's going to stay right there again, just squarely on the center line. Easily removed. And now the Hames team is definitely going to want to take play over towards the right-hand side of the sheet, left-hand side as you look at it from this camera angle. That rock's high enough now that the roll could influence a jam with the next shot by the Sewell team. And excuse me, Bill Sewell not throwing skip stones in this game, actually throwing third stones. Calling the game from the house, but Dave Cragnolan throwing skip stones. So a little bit of a roll there, not enough that the Sewell team will be that concerned about the jam, taking fairly tight ice here. So a well-executed hit. Jam was never an issue with that stone. Nice weight. And again, as the rock marches ever forward in the top of the house. Now, really important for the Hames team here to make a hit and some type of roll, because we're at the point now where a nose hit doesn't lay shot stone, only lays second shot. So they definitely want to get a little bit of a roll for two reasons. One, to lay shot, and secondly, to bring the jam more into play as Skip Stones comes up for the Sewell team.
And Burgle Bunny, let us know if you're seeing any issues with the audio or the video out there today. John had indicated he was watching it on his way here, and there's a little bit of a lag going on. Just let us know. Thanks, Burgle Bunny.
So changing the ice a little bit here, taking the in-turn hit, trying to hold the rock on the broom side of the object stone. And that's going to overcurl a little bit, come over nose. No jam in the back, rolls away, but is shot rock. So a rock that the Sewell team will have to deal with, and Dave Craignolan slides down to the other end of the ice to throw his first Skip Stones here in the second end. So here in the shed, Mike, that's Bill Sewell saying never, 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 trying to control the roll, but that one doesn't curl up as much as they had quite hoped. Rolls out. And that's now a pretty lonely red stone in the house for Hames' last shot in the second end.
Oh, we do have the capability to go back to our, I think, because we were widening the screen, remember, too, so it's a little bit more size. So I pumped the bandwidth up a little bit, but of course we have some limits. We can't go too high here, so maybe that could be for the lag, but we can always go back if need be.
So a little firmer takeout weight than we've seen here on some of the other shots. Maybe not as concerned with rolling out. Small roll back to center, and now laying two. So now the Sewell team will decide, do they want to hit and stick for one, or do they want to take, there's no reason to play the double here. So,
You can shut down Pandora streaming in the, it might help too.
It might.
They have it going.
So really no need this early in the game to try and throw anything cute to try and make the double and roll out for the blank. Just an easy hit for the force of one. Bill doesn't seem very happy with the line. This one's going to flash. A little bit of contact, and it does just make enough contact. A lively house takes shot stone out, and that's a score of one. So another steal of one for the Utica 2 team. And they take a 2-1 lead as we head into the third end here. Two zero. Yep. Doug, did you happen to catch the result of the Team Utica 1 game earlier today?
Yes, I did. I was setting up, John, and they won 10-6. Shook hands after 7 ends.
So it sets up an interesting possibility on the draw board here if the Hames team goes on to win this game over Utica 3, sets up a rematch of our Murray Finals, Utica 1 versus 2, tonight at 8 o'clock.
That game will be played on sheet 5. The winner of this game will meet that Team Nap on
Yes.
sheet 5 at 8.
Yep. So opening rock from the Hames team is a draw into the house. Similar strategy to what we saw in the Murray finals of rather than using the free guard with your first stone to bring one into the house, then establish the guard. Sewell team's going to ignore it. They're going to set up their corner guard. They need, they want to set up something so that they can take 2 here in the third end.
Would you mind? Sure. Yep. You can see it, right?
So as the corner guard rolls into the house, Team Hames is going to choose to play the takeout here. They're going to want to take out. They're going to want to roll back to center. Sweepers aren't particularly interested. Now down, on and off. Easy clean from Jason Bryan. And that's a good shot from Jason Golubski. So now with that stone laying top 12, about 3/4 in the rings. Bill Sewell is going to call for a hit and roll under to use it as if it were a corner guard. Dave Palazzoli throwing lead stones for the Sewell team this afternoon.
Lots of road. Wait only. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard.
No lift delivery from Mr. Palazzoli. Sweepers are on right away and working this stone hard. Really hard to try and control the roll now off. So maybe a little aggressive with the sweep there. Didn't get the roll that they were quite looking for. Shot rock, still exposed. Team Hames looking for the takeout here. They want to hit, and the indication is just to pretty much stay right there. So Jason Bryan with his first stone of the third end, looking for an easy takeout. Not real big weight. Mike Kessler calls out control weight. Waiting for the rock to make its move. It's kind of hanging a little bit. They're going to make contact, probably roll under cover. Let's see if the rock stays in play all the way across the house. Bill Sewell with the broom down, giving her to scrub, and just takes it through the house. Oh, just hanging on the side. So once again, going to try and use that rock in the top 12 as a corner guard and draw underneath. See the broom there, anticipating about 3 foot of curl here on this draw. Gary White. Second for the Sewell team. Line looks good. You see Dave Palazzoli making an indication that the weight is all they need for this shot. Sweepers backing right away. And that one harmlessly glides through. So opportunity now for the Hames team, lying 2. Looking to establish a third rock in the house. So Jason Bryan with the draw here. Hames team looking to take this rock behind the tee line a little bit so that any roll on a takeout by the Sewell team is also behind the tee line. This one looks a little warm too. As it comes into the house, there's tee line. And just past, still in the 4 foot, it's a rock that the Sewell team will have to deal with. And again, looking for the hit and trying to get the roll across the house to take advantage of the stone at top 12. Good takeout weight. Sweepers are on it. And now off. So they've got the hit. It's all about controlling the roll. This one going to give them an opportunity. There's the hit. There's the roll. Bill Sewell taking it down. Can he get all the way behind the cover? Not quite. So still shot rock, but exposed in the forefoot. So Mike Kessler asked to deliver the out-turn takeout. Nose hit's okay. A little bit of roll away is preferred. Got the hit, no roll. So now a little more opportunity for Team Sewell here to play a little bit of a downweight takeout. You see the ice that they're taking here, taking about a good foot of ice. So we're going to see a downweight takeout here, looking for the rock to curl across the face and take a little bit of a flop underneath that 12-foot stone that the Team Sewell has been trying to take advantage of all throughout the end. Three blue counters in the rings here in the third end. Team Utica 2, the Hames team, with a 2-0 lead after stealing 1 point in both the first and second end. And there's the downweight that they were looking for. Plenty of weight to execute the takeout, just waiting for the rock to move. Still on the center line. Now coming into contact with shot stone. They're not going to get the roll that they want, but they are going to get the hit. They're going to take roll away just a tiny bit. And now once again, Hames looking for the hit and trying to keep the stone on the opposite side of the broom side, looking to take play away from that corner. Sweepers are on and off. Weight is nice. Crossing over the face of the stone. Going to make contact, but just the slightest bit of roll back to the center line. And still an opportunity for the Sewell team. Broom goes down a little bit tighter this time. Bill prefers a little more ice. Just a soft lift delivery from Bill Sewell. Sweepers are on it right away. Bill called them on. This one's really curling. They're going to make contact with the stone. Just barely enough to take shot rock through the rings. They get the roll. And that one rolled off. So an open house for Team Hames, looking to discuss the different choices they have for where to place their stone, whether to use their own corner and make a draw difficult, or whether to stick with their original plan of putting one in the 8-foot but behind the tee line. And it looks like the call is for the draw behind here. So just trying to shrink the rings. Probably looking to be dead buried here. If anything, show it on the broom side of the corner guard rather than the other side. Just so that any roll from the Sewell team doesn't roll up against their second shot rock at the back of the rings. Sweepers are on now. Weight looks nice for the draw. Plenty of room by the guard. Will it cut enough to hide? Just sneaks by the guard. Into the top 8. So showing about a half a rock to Dave Craig-Nolan here. A delicate little chip to try and clear that one all the way out and keep the shooter in play. So as they discuss the shot here, it seems as though the actual call is more of a draw 2, corner freeze, a little bit of a tap here. A very delicate shot. Too much of a tap, and the shooter rolls off into the wide open and then gives Team Hames an opportunity to lay 4. So Dave Craig-Nolan here, first skip stone of our third end. Light clean from the sweepers. Rocks curling well. Now called off. Plenty of weight to make contact with the stone in the house. This is definitely T-line weight. Sweeper stepping right away now. Now on as the rock makes a little bit of a cut. And just slides by. Unfortunately, doesn't curl quite enough to be totally hidden. So showing about a third of the rock here. And Hames likes the draw. So a T-line draw here, again, about half underneath the rock that he just threw. Pretty much leaves the Sewell team with only the draw for 1 for their last shot. There'd be no chip. Any kind of takeout attempt would more than likely jam. If the Hames team can put this rock in the right location. Sweepers are on right away and really going hard. Really going hard here on this one. This is a little over draw weight. They're actually going to make contact with their own shot rock. Misses the jam in the back, rolls all the way across the house and into the 12-foot. And there's an opportunity for the Sewell team to pick up 2 and bring the score back to level. Dave Craig-Nolan with the last rock here in our third end. About 10 feet of house to work with. Gary White makes an indication that this one's a little warm. Sweepers are just right behind, not even at the ready. Oh, and that's an opportunity lost. So score 1 from the Sewell team, and after 3 ends, our score Utica 2 points, Utica 3 1 point. Doug is updating your scores across the other sheets. We've got a variety of B and C event games going on here across the shed this afternoon. All 6 sheets in play this afternoon. And now Dave Palazzoli in the hack for our opening shot of the fourth end. A quarterfinal game here at the Utica Curling Club in the Mitchell Bonspiel. Centerline guards the call. Easy clean from Dave Cragnolan and Gary White. This one's light. This is going to be about a zone 2 guard. Working hard to get this over the hog line. And that settles in nicely on the center line. Once again, the Hames team choosing to keep play right in the rings. This team just loves to make the plays in the 4 foot. So no corner guards here. We're looking to bring play right into the top 4. Jason Golubsky lead on the Hames team, delivering his first stone in the 4th end. Sweepers are on. Looks like good draw weight. Plenty of room by the center line guard. Now looking for some finish on the stone. It's beautiful top 4 T-line weight. Just not quite the amount of finish that the Hames team had hoped for. And now we'll see whether Sewell likes the tap back, the draw to, or a little bit of a hit. And the answer is none of the above. Just the draw to the top of the button. Looking to regain the advantage of the center line guard that Dave Palazzoli made with his first shot. So just a beautiful draw there from Dave Palazzoli, pretty much covering the pinhole. Doug was just letting me know as you look at the scoreboard on the side of our screen here, and I think that's just marvelous technology that Doug's added to our feed for this event to have the scores up all the time on the other sheets. I really don't think it eats that much into the screen. We can still see plenty of play. So sheet number 2, Schenectady 3 versus Penettaguishene, is our other A quarterfinal game being played here this afternoon. You can see the score 4-1 for our friends from Ontario. So just a soft tap there from the Hames team. Redstone is still shot rock, but moved out into the open, now fully accessible. Shooter rolls back 8, still in play, flying third shot. And the Sewell team's going to be looking for another draw, bringing play right into the button area. Half underneath this center line guard would pretty much take the double out of play. Sweepers are on for weight. Looks like they've got room by the guard, but now the curl sets in. Sweepers really working hard to get it by this top guard. They've got it by the guard. They'll get it into the 12 foot. Not quite the shot they were looking for, but still above the tee line, just biting 8 foot. A rock that you'll be able to use. And now Team Hames here with a really aggressive call. Again, taking play right into the 4 foot, looking for a freeze to or a little bit of tap. They really don't want this one high. Jason Bryan with his shot. Doc Kessler calls out that he thinks it's hack weight. I'm not so sure about that. Sweepers are really working hard here to bring this one into the house. This one's curling pretty hard. It makes contact with the center line guard, rolls off. They'll move it as far out of the way as possible. So now both red stones open. And the Sewell team will make a decision whether they want to throw another high guard or perhaps play a little bit of a tap for the one that's just biting the 8-foot. They like the guard. Setting up for the steal opportunity. Utica 3 laying 1 in the house with Team Utica 2 lying second and third shot. But all of those rocks behind the tee line. Sweepers think this one's a little bit warm. Bill Sewell contemplating his options here as this one is going to slide into the house. This looks like T-line weight, perhaps even a little bit more. They're going to make contact with their own shot stone just a little bit in the inside. Shooter stays right there. What was shot stone now gets moved just to the back of the 4-foot. That looks like third rock now. And now Hames looking for a little bit of a clearing shot. Just calling for backline weight, so he wants this one to curl just over the nose of the stone. Take the shooter underneath the cover, give himself some cover both underneath the stone at the top of the 8-foot, and then give a jam opportunity on it to his rock, which is back 4. Once again, this stone really curling hard, and again, they're going to make contact with the rock at the top of the house. Didn't quite get to the point that they wanted to. Maybe another foot of weight on that stone in order to hold the line that they were looking for. So now the Hames team lying 2 and 4, the Utica 3 team, the Sewell team lying shot rock and third shot. And they want to be really careful with the angles here to not set up any kind of triple for the Hames team. So there you see the indication from Bill Sewell looking to bring this rock just touching the center line into the 8-foot. So looking for just under 4 foot of curl here. As the broom goes down and Bill Sewell heads down to the opposite end of the shed. Sweepers are on. Weight looks a little soft. They're going to have to work hard to bring this one into the house. They're going to get the guard that they want. It's definitely going to curl. They're going to have to work really hard to get this one over the hog line. A furious scrub from Dave Palazzoli and Gary White as they try and get this stone over the hog line, but it's just not there. So Hames looking for normal weight. So they're going to try and make the double here. Normal weight, tight broom, just a little over center, clears the 2 red rocks, shooter rolls under cover. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. Here it doesn't seem as though they're getting the curl that they wanted, that they saw earlier with some of the lighter weight takeouts. So they do make contact, but the result's a jam on their own that was back 4, which was 3rd stone. They're now 2nd stone. Shot rock still for Team Sewell as they look to steal here in the 4th end. So the indication is that they want to bring another stone into the button area. It was kind of hard to hear the discussion between Bill Sewell and Dave Cragnolan as to whether they were looking for just the straight draw. You saw a lot of broom indication about the wick off of 2nd rock, just above the tee line on the 4-foot. Perhaps that was an indication of perhaps, if it hangs a little bit on them, that let's look at that as the plan B. But they might be looking to get a little bit of separation on those 2 blue stones so that perhaps they can take another little bit of a tap with one of Mr. Cragnolan's stones. So here you can see this one is out there. This one's going to make contact with that blue stone on the 4-foot. It's not going to get to the inside. They're not going to get the roll that they want. A nose hit right there. And I think the path is certainly open, the way that we've seen some rocks curl here for the Hames team to come down with the soft weight, get to shot rock, and curl to either side. Sweepers called off by Matt Hames. Good weight for the hit. Little touch in the back for the jam. Shooter rolls off. And when all the dust settles, it looks like red is still shot. Blue line 2nd shot. The discussion here is whether it's best to leave one full 8 just outside of the 4-foot to take away any play to the 4-foot for the Hames team, or whether to bring one down under cover. You see Dave Cragnolan talking about maybe taking a little bit of a tap off of their own shot stone to roll the shooter into that position. And I would say their thinking there is with that being, that's probably 2nd shot. So a little bit of tap on that. Run shot stone into 2nd shot. That brings the one that's in the top 8 on the other side of the center line would now be, well, if they make the shot exactly the way they want, they'd be laying 3. From our vantage point, it looks like the blue stone in the back of the 8-foot is actually 4th stone. So just looking for a back 8 draw here. This one's going to curl. They're not going to make contact with their own stone. Now they're just looking for the draw. Will it finish enough to get under cover? Weight's nice. That's just T-line. There's T-line. Now Hames will go down. He'll sweep. He'll try to bring it back as far as he can. It doesn't quite finish as hard as they're looking for. The weight was really close. Maybe another foot lighter so that the sweepers could bring it home. And that one, boy, it's hard to tell from our angle, but I'm going to say that that's second shot.
Want to hit it? Yep. Hey, you just want to hit it? I don't care. Get ready.
So draw down 2 appears to be the call. They don't want to leave this one top 4, top of the button, so that there's an opportunity for the Sewell team to slash it off. They prefer to take their chances with any type of last rock by the Sewell team, perhaps bouncing off a little bit to give them an opportunity to make their deuce. Looks like plenty of weight for the draw to back 4. This is going to be tap weight on shot stone if it curls off of the stones that are in the top 8. Now it starts to make its move, takes the curl. But again, plenty of weight. So just a little heavier than they were looking for, easily accessible for the Sewell team. And that's Bill Sewell's voice you hear saying just a control weight takeout, a board weight takeout. Fairly tight broom for that type of weight. We've seen some stones curl quite a bit with the softer weight takeout. They're looking to bring the hit just over, take the roll over against the stones that are lying back 8. That would have them laying 2 and force Team Hames to a draw for their single here in the 4th inning. So now you see the broom widen out a little bit more as they adjust for the lighter weight. Indication from the sweepers that's a little more weight than what they're looking for. Sewell calls for the sweep, perhaps looking to take the roll underneath the other corner, or maybe even play a little bit of chip off of their own shot rock. It looks like they're playing the chip. They make the contact, just a little bit of a rub. So still laying 2, and this will just be a soft weight takeout, push back, hit and stay right there for the force of 1. Team Hames looking to take a single point here in the 4th inning. Easy clean from Jason Golubski. Now Jason Bryan adding to the clean, on and off. Still needs the curl. Now it takes the break. Will the shooter roll off? They've got the contact. And that's a score of 1 for the Hames team. So a good force there from Team Sewell to keep the game tight after 4 ends. And our score at the completion of 4 is 3-1 in advantage, the advantage of Team Hames. see on sheet 2 our other A quarterfinal game that Schenectady scored a point in the third end and now trail by 2 points.
Back 4, back 8. Ouch. Back 4, back 8. Ouch.
Penetaguashene with the hammer, but Schenectady actually lying shot rock on the edge of the 4, about half under cover. Here's Jason Golubski's opening stone of our 5th end. And once again, aggressive play by the Hames team, looking to take the shot right into the house. That one settles in top 8. Sewell team responds by asking for a corner guard. This one's got good weight. Looking for a little more curl, take it outside of the 4-foot stripe. That's a nicely executed guard from Dave Palazzoli. So now with a rock in the house, top 8, now Team Hames will look to establish that center line guard and give a little cover to the opening stone that they drew into the house. Weight's good for the guard. They just need a little more curl here to give some cover. They'll cover the center line. They'll cover a portion of the 4-foot. That one just sneaks into top 12. Just out of the house. And with shot rock about 3/4 exposed, Bill Sewell asked for it to be removed.
Yep. Hard. Hard, guys, come on. Slow down. Yeah, rock kick was slowing down.
Takeout attempt from Dave Palazzoli. Over curls a little bit. Makes contact with the blue stone just outside of the rings, runs that up. So with a rock in the rings, top 4, just outside of top 4, and a center line guard provided by the Sewell team, Hames will look to establish another center line guard.
They only went in for one. Yep.
Weight's good for the guard. Now it needs to move. Clears the corner guard put up by Dave Palazzoli, and that's a fine shot. So now the question for Team Sewell, whether to try and play the run back with their own center line guard or play something clearing. So run back is the choice. Sweeper's trying to hold the line. Now off. Just a little too much curl and essentially replaces the center line guard. Center line guards the call. They want to bring this one to the center line. They don't want to leave it on the outside of the red stone so that there's no double run back. All about controlling the angles here. Depth on the stone not quite as critical as making sure that they get all the way across the center line. This rock's got a long way to move. That one looked like the handle actually reversed as it settled in. A little bit of a soft turn there from Jason Glovsky. I don't think that stone picked. I think maybe just a soft rotation as the rock rolled down the ice. It was curling into a nice position. And then as it took the opposite turn, you saw it ended up in a position that's really quite favorable for the Sewell team. So it looks like a nose hit gives them an opportunity to make contact with shot stone here. The weight's firm enough, sweepers are on, and now off. Just a bit to the outside and just slides by Shot Rock. That didn't miss by much. So one blue stone in the park. Two blue stones giving protection within the 4-foot circle. And another guards the call. This one's quite a bit deeper than what they were hoping for. Just short of the freeze on their shot rock.
Or freeze? I don't know, whatever you like. Nice one.
So I'd say the Team Sewell here is, I would expect to see, I'm thinking they might be looking at pretty firm weight here to try and take the stone they're running back across the top to make the double. Normal takeout weight. So just a little bit down on the weight. That rock curled more than they anticipated because sweepers were off that in the beginning. They thought they had plenty of weight to clear those guards, and you see Dave make a hand gesture there that one just jumped on them more than they anticipated. So it makes contacts with the guards, rolls into the house behind the tee line. The Hames team still shot rock. And once again call for a guard. Jason Gillespie calling out that that's tight to the house. Sweepers are at the ready, waiting to see if they get the curl, but this one is looks to be full 12. Again, deeper than they were looking for. Sets up a little bit of a Christmas tree. Now you're going to see some clearing weight from Bill Sewell. As he tries to move 2 blue stones out of the 4-foot and 8-foot to make his rock on the right-hand side of the rings as you look at it here, shot stone. So definitely firmer weight. Just a light clean from Dave Palazzoli. Sweepers are ready. Looking to take advantage of any roll that they can here. There's the contact. There's the roll. The result is shot rock for the Sewell team, but shot rock fully exposed. And Hames will look to hit and roll underneath his own cover. A made shot with the right roll leaves them lying 3. The hit and roll off still leaves them lying 2. No need for a weight sweep here. This is all about line. That one hung out just a little bit on him. Decision time here for the Sewell team, whether to use their red rock on the center line, just off center line, top 8, to try and clear both blue stones out, or whether to play the hit and flop themselves. You see the indication there that Bill Sewell thinks that the double is possible. I don't know that they make shot rock out of this, though, if they do make the double. Dave Craig-Nolan throwing last rocks for the Sewell team. Very comfortable throwing this type of up weight. Really tight broom. I would imagine they're trying to keep this just on the broom side of nose in order to make the double that they're hoping for. Bill calls the sweepers on right out of Dave's hands. Good contact, great shot. Exactly what they were hoping for, and got a lot more play out of those stones than I expected. Actually got one of the blue stones that they were taking out to make contact with the one on the tee line, 8 foot, and now they do lie shot stone. Unfortunately, shot stone wide open for T. Hames, and they're going to get their choice of rolls here. Fairly tight broom. Expecting a straight line with this weight. They'll try and take this roll underneath the corner.
No! Yes!
So Hames' team now lying 2. And Dave Cragnolan will draw for a single. There is an opportunity here for Cragnolan perhaps to try and split his own red on, maybe run it back onto the 2 blues on the edge of the 12 foot and roll the shooter across the house to try and take 2, but they're going to try for the safer play here and just play for the draw, take the single. Still 3 ends to play. Just cleaning now. Waits well into the house. Now the sweepers are on. Just making sure. So a good skips draw from Dave Cragnolan. Team Hames forces them to a single point in the 5th end. And Hames leads Sewell with a score of 3-2. In our other A quarterfinal, you see that Schenectady took another steal, or took a steal in the 4th end to tighten that game to a single point. A semifinals tonight at 8 o'clock, and then our championship match tomorrow at 11:30. Opening shot of the 6th end, Dave Palazzoli. This one's going to sneak just onto the rings. And the broom goes right down for the removal. Jason Glebsky, lead shooter for the Hames team, being asked to remove this rock just in the top 12. Sweepers are on and off, just trying to take the roll a little bit away from center.
Yes! It's all there, Raj.
So we have some comments in the on the page. Mr. Kaneen, welcome. Glad you're enjoying today's broadcast. I did hear that some of the this YouTube YouTube Live is a fairly new feature that YouTube's offering, and not all the streaming devices support the live feed yet.
Okay.
So John was indicating he's tried it with a Chromecast device, and
Okay.
he can watch it on his tablet, but not on the Chromecast, the little streaming stick that Google makes today, that little $35 stick. But you certainly can watch the recordings after. It's just the live streams.
That's unusual because Google owns YouTube, don't they?
Yeah, I was surprised about that. But that's what John and Therapy GY, welcome as well. Yeah, that's a good point, John. It's
You'd think there'd be a little bit better compatibility.
yeah, I know the Roku player doesn't support it as well. So, but I think if you can get around it by pairing your device,
Yes.
yeah, I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. So try that, John. See if that works.
So Dave Palazzoli improved his weight there with the second guard attempt and gets one about a 1.5 feet, 2 foot outside of the rings, and a little bit of a hole there in Team Hames. Once again, just loves to bring play right into the 4 foot. That's Bill Sewell you hear there on the shed mate calling for the draw too. A little bit of a tap here would be okay. A little bit of a tap and roll underneath the corner. Not the end of the world, but he loves the draw right to it.
So Saturday afternoon at the Mitchell, the day of the house parties. So shout out to everyone that may be watching.
That's really one of the great traditions for our invitational bonspiels here at the club is the house parties on a Saturday afternoon.
Warm room starting to fill up. About 15 people behind sheet 4 watching this game right now.
So this one over curls. It certainly had enough weight to get to top 4 if the sweepers really worked hard, but just not quite the line that they were looking for. Still leaves a draw path. And once again, the Hames team will take play right into the rings. Not looking to close off the port, looking to take advantage of that port. Handshakes on sheet 1. That's the roaring sound that you hear from the shed mic as the rocks are returned from the far end back to the near end. Waits nice for the draw here. Sweepers on and off. This one's going to end up top of the house. And remove any kind of path that the Sewell team had to shot rock. Gary White being asked for the takeout. Bill will take a look as the rock is delivered and decide whether he wants to play the hit and stick or whether the line's going to be something where he can make a double through the house. No double now as the rock curls. And you can see from Dave Palazzoli's body language, he was really hoping to make the double there. A little bit of a hop step as he came off the sweep right at the end.
So congratulations to the Naven Rink. That's one of our B preliminary games. Again, our online draw board available for you on our website.
Love that feature. Team Hames looking to maintain control of the front of the house, and they're going to remove that red stone just placed there by Gary White with his takeout attempt. This one's curling nicely. Up to nose, no problem with the jam. A little bit of a roll, under cover. Clears the red stone all the way through the house and gets a biter to now lie 2. Dave Craig-Nolan just lining him up, see if there's any way to mix it up a little bit here and get played down onto shot stone.
Our other A quarterfinal game. Schenectady 3 with a steal of 2 in the 5th end. Now take a 1-rock lead.
That's a great comeback for Schenectady.
Team Stefanik.
Solid players.
Our champions in 2013, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
I have the graphics for tomorrow's final, John. All kinds of stuff.
Oh,
Past
wonderful.
champions, and so all the way back to 2001. As far as so, a combination of the GNCC website and our website.
Excellent.
And it was so funny. The 2 years they didn't have on the GNCC website were the 2 years that Utica Rinks won, 2010 and 2001.
Uh-huh.
And of course, the Knapp Rink winning both those years.
So after a little discussion of a clearing shot up front to try and bring play down to shot stone, the choice by the Sewell team is actually just to play the draw. A well-buried draw here would be very difficult for the Hames team to have access to. Sweepers are on. Really working hard now.
Still second shot. Todd? Yeah.
So it overcurls. It was perhaps top 4 T-line weight. Makes contact with the guards at the top of the house. Rolls harmlessly off. Really doesn't change the situation much at all. And Hames thinking about taking play to the other side of the sheet. So 2 areas for them to take advantage of cover. One top 8, the other is T-line underneath the corner guard that was just established by the missed draw. So a little bit of salesmanship on Matt Hames' part convinces Mike Kessler that the right place for that rock is top 8 under cover. And we've seen on our last time down this end in the 4th end that there's quite a bit of difference in the rock behavior between backline to soft hack weight and the draw weight. The draw weight will really cut hard. Any kind of increase in weight will keep the stone dead flat on this line. Sweepers are on with a really hard scrub here. A really hard scrub. This one's not going to make the house. Wow, I'm impressed by the sweeping from Jason Golubsky and Jason Bryan to get this rock as close to the house as they did. I didn't think that had a chance. but a furious scrub brings it just outside of the house.
Any idea what's going on in sheet 6, John? That game hasn't been on the ice in about a half hour or so.
Boy, I didn't see. You know,
They
so
just
I'm not
took
sure.
concession
I'm not sure if
we have
Navy took a big score in the.
Yep, 4-1. So evidently, I guess we'll mark Navy 1 as champions in that game. We'll confirm after draw's over. Seems a little premature to be quitting after 4 ends, but congrats to Navy 1 for advancing. I think at this stage, most of these teams are, losers are out of the Bonspiel. I think
It's getting to that point.
Yeah.
So a big clearing shot here for the Sewell team, electing not to play the draw, but instead to play a clearing shot, trying to play a triple run back here. Don't get the angle they want, and again, really somewhat of a wasted stone. Didn't really change the house all that much. Shot rock, top of the button, still well protected. James likes the same call. So about another 2 foot of weight from Mike Kessler's last shot to bring it into the position that Hames prefers. Hames calls him down for line. Sweepers say there's more weight than they need, but Hames still calling for line. This rock's moving well. So a little bit of a misjudge on the weight from the Sweepers. They were convinced that they had all the weight they needed when Mike let go of the stone. Hames was calling him on for line. This one settles into a nice guard position. And once again, the Sewell team's gonna it looks like they're still looking at run back opportunities to try and get to shot stone. There are some draw paths available to them, but they seem to be preferring the hit game here. With as much curl as we've seen coming down that path that Mike Kessler just threw, it looks to me as though there would be plenty of room for them to draw to the side of the button. Rocks are finishing very strong on that side of the sheet. But with the Hames team having a 1 point lead and 2 rocks in the house now, the decision is to try and play another clearing shot. Dave Cragnoli heading down to the far side to deliver his first skip stone here in our 6th end. Plenty of weight. Granite's certainly going to move. Sweepers on hard to hold this line. They're making contact with their own stone, and the raised stone just slides by. Certainly enough weight there to clear both blue stones, but just slides by the shot stone top 8, and it's still fully under cover. Hames still looking to bring one under cover. Calling for the same draw that he asked Mike Kessler to the throw a couple times. Swinging the broom out just a little bit. Plenty of weight here. Sweepers aren't interested.
Scotty's shooting right now. Scotty's shooting.
Bill Sewell steps in, lays down the broom, trying to take this one all the way through the house, and does. That one clears the back line. Final skip stone here in the fourth end.
Well done the save. We have some calls in from the warm room here to do some sheet 3 live look-ins. We'll try to get to that. Well, unfortunately, they're right on the same rock timing, so they need to spill them up a little bit. It's Team Granite, our defending champions, John, playing a B event game on sheet 3.
Dave Cragnola looking to play a tap, just a tap through, I believe, here on shot stone.
Whoa, where is it? Where is it? Whoa.
Now they need this rock to finish. The weight is right. Can they get down into shot, into scoring area, just outside of the button?
Boy, a little bit more curl.
A little stronger finish out of that rock. They would have been shot stone on the button. Sweepers really couldn't push it anymore. And now Matt Hames will look to play just an easy, normal weight takeout. Just needs to push this redstone off of the 4-foot to take 2 points and a 3-point lead in the game. Can't afford to be real big with this weight, or we'll hang a little bit as it comes down. Sweepers are on, and now off. Got to be careful not to roll off here. Plenty of weight for the takeout.
Nice shot.
And a score or two for Hames.
Like a 3-point lead now.
Hey, now we can do that live look in, right?
Okay. Let me try it. Hang on, I have to hook it up first.
Oh, okay. So we're going to take a quick peek at sheet 3 here in just a moment as we're waiting for skip stone to be delivered. It's a complicated house. Back in our featured game, once again, Jason Golovsky being asked to bring the rock right into the 4-foot. That's been the plan all along from the Hames team. Doesn't matter, hammer or not, they're taking the play right into the rings. This one comes up short and over curls and is going to end up as a corner guard for the Sewell team to take advantage of. And that is the call. They're going to draw into the house underneath that corner guard established by Jason Golovsky. Dave Palazzoli delivering his first stone of the 7th end. Waits nice for the draw, curling really hard now. Fantastic finish on the stone. Just makes contact with that corner guard and rolls into the top 8. Hit and stick is the call. Plenty of weight for the takeout now, sweeping to hold the line. This one's going to over curl on him a little bit, but that's okay. Just a little too much curl as the shooter rolls off, and still another opportunity for the Sewell team to take advantage of the corner guard. Lots of granite flying on sheet number 3. I think we would have needed the slow-mo cameras to catch that shot, Doug. Dave Palazzoli now with his second shot of our 7th end. Looking to come underneath the center, the corner guard. Waits nice, and once again a good hard finish from this stone. It's not going to get all the way under cover, but into the rings, into the top 8. Plenty of that rock available for Team Hames to play the removal. Sweepers on and off, and again, even with the takeout weight, you see that rock moving pretty well away from the center line. Down 3 in the 7th end, the Sewell team really needs rocks in play, trying to take advantage of any cover that they can. This one doesn't get the finish that we saw in a couple other stones playing on this path, and settles in top 12. Once again, Hames is going to look to remove it. So I see John Canine now taking advantage of split screen technology.
I'm with you, John. And you can get the Continental Cup going as well. Make it all 3 broadcast in the living room.
Out-turn hit here from Jason Bryan.
Look at that. Oh, wow.
Just slides by, makes soft contact, just barely
Perfect
enough to move that red
right
stone.
between them. Both the blue and the red.
Yes.
Nudged an inch horizontally. So our scoreboard is up to date, John.
Excellent. A little bit of a tap being called for here. split the house, take the shooter underneath the corner cover. They don't want the nose hit here, don't want to set up anything for an easy run back double. There's the contact.
Be a nice shot.
Yep, there's the touch. Not quite all the way undercover.
Good try, though. Very nice try, Gary. Still, let's see, check the house here. Sitting 2.
Hames calling for the hit. Didn't really make an indication that he'd like to take the roll over to shot rock. Sweepers on with a hard scrub. Really hard now, trying to hold this line. This one curling a lot more than they anticipated. There's the hit. There's the roll. Will it make contact with shot stone? It goes across the bottom and under.
Going to split the rings.
Just needed to hit that one a little bit thicker to make contact with the stone on the other side of the house. Yeah, they'll definitely look to split the rings here, Doug, and try and keep 2 in play for themselves. The important thing here to give themselves is as much separation as possible while still being second shot so that there's no double opportunity for the Hames team. Weight looks nice. Sweepers are on. They're working hard now. Dave Cragnolan's going to come out and join them. Really need this to be second shot. A furious scrub brings it into the rings, and that is not second shot.
Well, we can't do cutaways with Matt and Mike in the house, or we'll miss their throw. They play so quickly.
Yeah, no hesitation at all about where the broom is going.
Where I'm going to try to show you is the house in our other A semifinal game as soon as we get an opportunity on sheet number 2.
Sweepers are on and off as we're trying to play a double run back here. Rock over curls, going to split it off. Soft contact with the redstone at the top of the house. Team Sewell still shot rock. Hames lying 2-3-4.
And I'm trying to get a post, John, for that other A semi game. Oh, it's a tie game after 6.
That's a real battle.
Schenectady with a hammer in the 7th end in that game.
Sewell team looking to drive their 4th rock onto the rings, improve its position a little bit.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
That one was falling off the rings and then just picked something
Wow.
up and cut really hard.
Sideways. So definitely the energy's up here, John. The warm room now building.
Yep, as we prepare
Sheet
for
3.
some of our evening draws.
We could do a house view on sheet 3. Have some Ottawa folks here want us. Okay. All right, we'll quickly go over and give you a house view on sheet number 3. Oh. There you go. So Ottawa needs a big end here in the 7th. They have the hammer.
And we are in third stones.
Back to sheet 4, yep.
Yep, back on our featured game, you see Team Hames here lining up the shot for the run back.
Quickly in that Ottawa Granite game. Ottawa with a hammer. Back over to sheet 4. Rapid fire we go.
Here's the takeout attempt from Matt Hames. Sweepers up and down, up and down. Line looks good. Maybe just a little on the outside. That one's going to chip off. Shot rock fully exposed now. And Team Sewell line 2 in the house here in our 7th end.
Next draw coming up at 5:30. And then the final draw today will be at 8 o'clock. We did show a little bit of it 3.
What do you do, go get a beer?
They're sitting. A lot of requests for sheet 3. We'll quickly go over there. Sheet 3, see Ottawa request there. They're sitting. What rocker they have here, John? There's skip stones. This is getting into skip stones.
Yep.
So not missing any action on sheet 4.
Yep, Dave Craig-Nolan
Yep, Dave's
returning
coming
down,
back
down
in.
to the hack end.
And what's the call here, John? All this flipping around.
Once again, looking to play a tap. I believe with the broom where they've got it right now, they're probably looking to hit the high red stone. A little bit of contact will bring that under the cover of the corner of the blue stone. Shooter will stay right there, provide some protection for both rocks.
You know, I set this up. I didn't add the telestrator feature, which we'll have that going for tonight's draw.
I'm not a draftsman. So good contact here. They're going to make the run back that they want, just a little strong.
Yeah, a little bit too much weight for that.
That one eases through the back of the house.
That was a real chance there.
And so for our final skip stone of the 7th end here for Team Hames, they're going to look to hit and roll. Try and take advantage of some cover here. And either get the steal or they really need this shooters to stay. Or else there's going to be a draw opportunity for Team Sewell here to take 2.
All right, and the nose so just looks like they're just going to hit. Flop.
So there's the hit. There's the stick.
Looking at the double right now.
Well, they're going to have to.
Yeah, I think they have to, right, John? It's really not a real tough double though.
Yeah, but
of course I've been watching the Continental Cup all.
Well, down 2 without the hammer is not the position you want to be in against this Hames team
exactly.
coming home in the 8th end.
So this is the last stone in the end. Critical shot here for Dave, as John just mentioned.
easy to overcook this one and have your shooter roll off. This is a touchy shot.
Yep. The rocks have a lot of spring in them, so it doesn't need to throw a bullet down here.
Dave Cragnolan's skip shot, 7th end, A quarterfinal in the Mitchell Bonspiel.
No call yet.
Sweepers are on.
Yeah, now there we go. Bills, it's curling.
They're going to make the hit. They're going to get the stick. They'll take their one. No double there. 1 point for the Sewell team in the 7th end. They trail by 2 as we head home in the 8th end of this A quarterfinal game.
And so we're on the same exact rock timing in our other H semi game, so we'll have to look at the scoreboard for you. And I think, are we still playing on 5? Yes, we are. Okay.
Yep, we're still playing on 5. We'll see what the result was on sheet number 2. Rocks are cleared and the Redstone's moving into the hack. So Schenectady with a score of 1 in the 7th end and has a 1-point lead as they come home in our other A quarterfinal.
And their opponent, who John will pronounce for me, has the hammer.
Penetanguishene.
Penetanguishene.
There you go.
Okay.
Rolls right off the tongue.
I did actually look. I think they're by far the farthest drive. Because I had to look up where the hometown, just in case it was
Further than Detroit, Carl? Penetanguishene, further than Detroit? Okay.
Detroit's 8 hours.
8 hours from Detroit.
So Hames with the hammer, playing the 8th end.
And where do you think they're going, Doug?
Throw through.
They're going right in the house.
Oh, they are.
Oh, actually a little bit of change of strategy here.
Let's try the tick shot.
Yeah, try the tick shot. So,
Okay.
with the tick, just trying to move it off to the side. If it swings a little bit wide, it ends up as a draw in the house. So either way, something they're very comfortable with here. The Hames team really loves to bring the play right into the ring. So if they don't get the touch here and the rock settles into the rings, not the end of the world. This is a little bit more weight than what they were looking for, so didn't quite get the curl that they anticipated, and it'll slide through. Opportunity for Team Sewell to establish another center line guard here.
Saying, play for one for sure. Play for one for sure.
Yeah, we have Team Guelph was our runners-up last year. They're out on sheet 5. I apologize. I'm not sure what event that is. But it's on the online drawboard. I believe that might be a C event game. My apologies. That's one of the F event games, one of the shootout bracket games going on sheet 5. So sheet 1 is a B preliminary game. Sheet 2, we've already told you, our A quarter. Sheet 3, another B preliminary game. Sheet 4, we know, of course. There's an F event game on sheet 5 and another B game. Or the Allen medal, right? Is that the
Allen medal?
Right. Oop, watch out, John.
Nope.
Okay, well, 2 guards out front, Johns. So
Now looking to play the Rays. You would think with the rocks that far off the rings, Doug, that perhaps the draw might be the safer play rather than taking a chance on disturbing two well-placed center guards. This one's going to over-curl just a little bit. They're going to get the raise that they want, but the rock's going to just, oh, that one doesn't even get into the house. So a clearing shot now from Team Hames. They don't need these rocks up front.
Yep, asking for the weight to be up to Jason.
In essence, taking almost negative ice here. He actually has the broom on the side of the rock that he wants to hit, so he's looking for the up weight here. That one sneaks out a little bit wide on them, rolls off harmlessly out of play. And now we'll see the draw from the Sewell team.
And again, Penetanguishene with the hammer over on playing the 8th end. Center in a corner over there. Corner comes around. I mean, shot just came around the corner, so sitting one.
And they're calling Schenectady calling for the freeze too.
Again, apologize. Sheet 5 is now complete. Sheet 6 still playing. Ooh, they put a big number up, Ottawa did in that last end.
The draw attempt, fantastic weight. T-line weight, absolutely what you're looking for, but not enough curl to finish.
Look at that, John. Ottawa tying it up with a cracking of 4. Now we're really good. Now we're set up to do live look-ins. We
the
are.
pressure's going to be on.
We have a huge Ottawa fan to our left in Broadcast Central.
Team Hames looking to clear off the rocks from the center line. This one's curling more than they had hoped for. They're looking to take that roll away to the other side of the house. Not as concerned with shot rock at this point in time. Still early in the end, and with a 2-point lead, not really all that concerned about this rock at this point in time. Just didn't want to give the Sewell team any more cover than they absolutely had to.
And we apologize. We'll get you a score for that Guelph game. Hey, Chip.
Bill Sewell heads down to the far end of the sheet to play a draw shot, looking to take advantage of the 2 stones stacked up between the 4-foot and center line. They actually don't want to leave this rock in a position to provide cover for their shot rock. They don't want to give the Hames team a double opportunity this early in the end. Sweepers are working hard. They're really going to have to pound on this to get it by the guards. It's not going to get by the guards. Here we are. We're making contact. They're going to make contact with their own. Not just they made contact with the bluestone. Thought they might get contact with their own, but it would not have been enough weight to drive anything into the rings. Once again, with a 2-point lead, the rock that is shot stone is not that critical to the Hames team. Don't want to give any more opportunity for the Sewell team to find some place to hide. They're going to clear.
And left the center guard there.
Yeah, once again, curled a little more than they anticipated. I'm sure they wanted to keep that on the outside to roll the shooter away.
That's about the only one from the scoring sheet that that I sent to you and Dave that I know. If you leave a rock right there where you're trying to remove it, you know what the score is, right?
Yep.
So we feel that the energy is going to ratchet up here in about a couple hours with West Naven Club going to be battling in the semifinals. The winner of the Sheet 2 game.
Yes.
We'll be playing them in our feature.
And you've got Phil and who else helping out with the broadcast?
Phil is playing at 5:30, so Jeff Luttermoser's coming in.
Excellent.
If you want us, you're in, John. If you want to, we have 3 headsets. You can tell I'm kind of zonked out today.
So that draw slides quite a bit deeper than the Sewell team was looking for, and now the takeout on Shot Rock being called for.
2 new additions to our crew. Now they're veterans from doing the Schenectady to 10 and under. Oh,
that one just slid by the center line guard, makes contact with Shot Rock, and in a wonderful position to perhaps jam on the takeout attempt for the Sewell team.
Yeah, a real hush came over the warm room on that one.
So what the Sewell team needs to do here is play a little bit of a downweight takeout. I think would be their call to bring the shooter all the way over the center and roll under cover, although it looks like they might actually be looking to play the freeze here.
Four rocks left, Dave, right? Or John, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just keeping tabs on sheet 2 for everyone out there. I think that's going to come down to the last rock. No need to describe it. I'm still a little gun shy to we do have our webcam today, but when we tried plugging that in last year, it would always kill the recording. So we'll stay right here with sheet 4.
Dave Craig-Nolan looking for the freeze. Bill calls the sweepers on. They're really working feverishly here, trying to drag this rock down. This one's going to make contact with the center line guards.
Yeah, they just.
And once again, the
Hames
team looking to take play in. Sewell needs 2 for the tie.
We got a barn burner in this Ottawa game going on too on sheet 7. Ottawa Granite. Granite are defending champs. Okay, so this could very well be a clinching shot here, John.
Well, depending on where this rock ends up and whether or not the Sewell team has a chance for a double. I'm sure you'll see Dave and Bill make some type of attempt with their last shot.
Sure.
Weight looks nice for the draw. That one's a little heavier than what they wanted. This one's going to come down really close to Shot Rock. So things just got very interesting.
Wow.
As a hit just inside a nose, clears 2 blues. Shooter can roll under cover.
Yeah, certainly.
And then it'll be up to Hames to either make the draw or to play the takeout on the red rock at the back of the rings.
Well, there's a good angle, John. So you kind of see a nose hit there. Yeah.
Well, they
even
really
if you could Christmas tree it a little bit, just get a little hit and roll.
Yeah, you need to get the roll. You need to get the roll under cover because to make the nose hit right there just is I think that leaves too easy a shot for the Hames team.
Yeah, they only have to. They're leading by 2. That's the critical thing here. So this is Dave's last stone, and we're into skip stones on 2 and 3. All these games culminating at the same time here.
Good weight from Dave Cragnall, and this is enough to clear 2. Will the rock curl back to the center?
Come up. It's going to jam, I believe, Dave or John. Yep. And that will be it. So congratulations to Team Hames, who advances to the semifinals this evening at 8 o'clock. So let's do some live cut-ins.
So over on sheet 2, which is our other A quarterfinal game, Schenectady up by 1, Penetanguishene with the hammer in the 8th end. Schenectady live shot rock, and we're just into the first skips stones.
So they'll go to the E event, the Utica 2 team. They are not out of the spiel. They'll be playing tomorrow morning. So I believe
on sheet 3 we're also into skips rocks, as Ottawa made a furious comeback.
Yeah, we can do sheet 3 now. Try the buttons, John, starting with 4, I think. No, next one. There you go.
Oh, and just in time for the handshakes, Doug.
So that was Granite, looks like, right?
That was a steal of 1, yes.
No, because Ottawa had the hammer and 7 scored that 4, right? So they took 1, Granite? Is that what the final?
I believe so,
okay.
Yep.
So 6-5. So Granite stays alive in the B event.
Granite's not throwing their last stone, so. So on sheet 2, a draw through the port, which you can't see. It's Schenectady.
I'm just
now
so
lies
gun-shy.
too.
Every time we hooked up the webcam last year, the recording would cut off. I don't think YouTube will have that problem, but I'm just too gun-shy.
So to describe the situation for you, we've got
old school curling on the radio
there
for
you
you.
go. 3 Schenectady stones in the house. Top 8 on the left-hand side of the sheet, just outside of the 4-foot area. They've got 1 in the button area and 1 half covering just off to the side in the 4-foot area. Penetanguishene with a stone on the tee line on the right-hand side, just touching 4-foot. There is a path down. There are some center line guards. There's guards on the center line, just off of the center line. There is a draw path down into the shot and second stone so that Penetanguishene can play a little bit of a jiggle here. This is their skip's first stone of the 8th end. They are down by 1, but do have the hammer.
Should we roll the dice?
Either that or start a new recording.
Well, that takes a little more time.
That takes a little more time.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Well, I'd hate, if we lose the live feed, that's one thing. I'd hate for us to lose the recorded.
Right. Let's just stay with it here. It was only by the time I got it set up and pointed. They only have how many rocks, John? Is this?
We're into skip stone. Okay. So the call here is for a draw through the port, just to jiggle around the first and second shot. They just want to play back 4 weight. The stone's away. Line is good. Sweepers are on it hard. I think this one has a chance to curl. They're still on it. Well by the guard. Now the stone's curling a little more. Off the guard that's on the 4-foot line. Well away from the guard that's on the center foot line. Down into the pile in the house. They're going to make contact with second shot. Roll over the top. Makes contact with shot rock. So your shooter ends up top of the button. Shot rock. Schenectady still lies shot rock on the button. But the way the rocks are lined up, it's going to be very difficult for Penetanguishene to get enough play onto the rock that they just threw to push the Schenectady rock all the way off the button. Well, there we go. So Stefanik just verifying how much of that can actually be seen to determine whether they play the guard or whether they try and bring another rock into the house.
So we do have sheet 2 up for you live here. It looks a lot more perilous than it really is to swivel it over. Just make sure I'll have to get here a little. Well, we can do it right after this so we don't forget for tomorrow. Because I could see us sleeping in Sunday coming up for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to leave as much of this equipment here as I can. We're on pretty good time, though. All the sheets are ready to go as soon as this game is over.
Yeah.
It'll be on the 5:30 right on the button. And a lot of those are F event games coming up in the upcoming draw. So
I think the discussion here, Doug, is that there is an opportunity for Penetanguishene to play a long run back. Actually, they've got a couple of stones that they might be able to use as a run back. The guard that you see on the center line, that's an opportunity for a run back. And then the guard that is to the left of the center line can be used as an angle run back to push Schenectady off the shot stone. So Mike Stefanik looking to decide which one of those shots does he want to try and protect, or perhaps does he play a little tap on the one that was just...
Again, Penetanguishene with the hammer. If you're just tuning in, playing the 8th then. Two rocks to play.
Also might be a little opportunity for them to play the in-off on the Schenectady stone that's biting the 4-foot on the left-hand side of the house. I'm kind of surprised they're not looking at that more. So for the call is for the draw through the port. To sit on what looks like third shot from our perspective here to the side. This one really needs to curl to get off the guard. Now it is. Now sweepers are on. This is lightweight. This is just going to be top 8. Sweepers really working hard to bring this down to position. There's the touch on the center line guard.
And we did get confirmation. Team Guelph was victorious over on sheet 5.
Congratulations to Guelph.
But I think then they have to do the shootout, right? For all those F teams.
The F event, yeah.
So we'll be updating the online draw board as soon as this game is concluded. This is the last stone of the end. And it is a big one, John, right? This is to get into tonight's 8 p.m. semi.
Yes. And they're really not looking at the in-off. I think they're trying to figure out a way. Is there any way for them to make this angle run back and perhaps take 2?
And again, one of the nice features of YouTube, this recording will be available about 5 to 10 minutes after we go off the air. So. Actually made a little highlight video, John.
Yeah.
But it didn't come out that good. The quality is a little. Just grabbing and re-grabbing all these old streams from our past, but I have it. We could throw it up later.
So sitting off to the side here, I guess there's not enough of that redstone visible for them to play the chip and roll over onto the shot stone. They're going to attempt the angle run back.
Yeah, for that blue one. All right, here we go. Stone is underway. We'll listen for the warm room. I hear close from the Warren Room. I hear could be. I hear could be. Oh, just punched it right through. And Schenectady 3 advances to tonight's semifinal, and they'll be taking on Team Nat. That's a matchup with the 2013 final, John, a rematch. Do I have that right? No. I'm sorry. They'll play
Nat
West
will be
Haven.
playing Hames,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. My fault. We'll have a battle of Utica. A battle, as you said, John, the Murray rematch next year.
Interesting the way the draw board works out sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, thank you once again for all your efforts in bringing the web stream out to the folks who are interested in watching here on the Utica Curling Club channel. We really appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much for helping out with the broadcast, and looking forward to tomorrow. Or is you going to be around this evening, or what do you think?
I'm coming back. My wife and I were planning on coming over at 8 o'clock just to watch.
Okay. Well, the invitation is always open.
I appreciate that.
We have 3 headsets here. So just wrapping up, congrats to the Schenectady 3 rink. And I think what I might do, John, is do an unattended stream maybe. Just leave it going, and just, why not, right? Just do a sheet 3 game, split screen. So look for that, but with YouTube, what we'll do is we'll end this recording. So stay with us, or we'll definitely be on. You see the scheduled event already up there on the board for the 8 o'clock game. We'll certainly be here for that. But you may see an additional one for the 5:30 stream. So just check with that. I'm not really sure what we're going to do, but definitely 8 o'clock. We'll be back. So for John Jacom, my name is Doug Smith. Thank you so much for joining us again. Our final and our feature game, Utica 2, Team Hames, victorious over Utica 3, Team Sewell in the A event quarter. We'll see you at 8 o'clock, everybody. Have a nice early evening.